What's up, everyone? This is One Insane GTO. Everyone's seen this car on the internet. I've been building since, I don't know, last inspection sticker was 2007. Everything finally came together on this car, and I decided that I wanted to change my mind yet again, even after I've spent all this money getting this thing up and running. So, this is going to be my for sale post. As you see, admin mods on different forums. There's your name card. So I figured the best way for me to go through here is to actually do a video to explain what I have. I do have a ProCharger F1R system. There you go. See the numbers on there. It is the COG style setup system, complete with a massive, and I mean massive, air-to-air intercooler. All the fabrication was done here in Houston by a gentleman that goes by the nickname Milkman. He is one of the best fabricators I've seen. With a custom radiator, dual fans. I've had no cooling issues at all driving it out on the street. The cog pulley and the balancer is set up for AC. It is the high dollar ATI balancer that's required for this. Dual stage meth injection setup. PTM 102 millimeter throttle body. Fuel Labs fuel pressure regulator. Weldon fuel pressure regulator. American Racing headers. These are some one-offs that we had designed. Me and SNL got together. These are 1 7/8 stepped out to 2-inch with I believe it is a 3.5-inch collector. All fuel lines are braided. They've all been custom fitted. All these black fittings will come with the complete fuel system. Aeromotive fuel rails, those are brand new. The Victor Jr. Intake is powder coated black. The fuel injectors, I believe, are 220 pound. I do have a controller that does control these. Manual brake setup for the GTO, or you can remove the plate and set it up on other systems. It does have the line lock built in as well. A little bit on the log block. These are AFR 225 heads. The short block itself is a 6.0 iron block bored out to a 408 cubic inch setup. Wiseco pistons. They have been coated tops, coated skirts, the rods, the mains, and the cam bearings have all been coated by Polydyne here in Houston, Texas. Brand new water pump, brand new front timing cover. The list goes on and on. And this setup with the intake, if you look on these ProCharger late model kits, the LSX kits for the Camaros, that's how they have this rooted. We were going to root it around into the front, but as you can see, not enough room right there. So you could either keep it like it is for the street or run a screen for it at the racetrack. The coils have been relocated. They've actually been hidden. You really can't tell. And the only reason I have these red valve covers on there because I decided I was going to get them on eBay. Those nice little aluminum ones, and they were leaking. So I don't know if it was a gasket pinched or not, but there's our coils down there. And it does have solid motor mounts as well. If you can see that down there? Oh, there we go. Solid motor mounts. As for the transmission, it is a Tim Frost built 4L80E. It does have all the goodies in there. It does have a Rossler trans brake set up in there. It has a Yank 3600 stall. It was sent back to them, restalled and tightened for this setup. The engine does have a custom cam as well. I'll find out the specs from S&L because they spec'd it out for me. Also, the rocker arms in this, everyone says that you can either upgrade or go. The best upgrade is to keep the stock with the comp trunnion upgrade. These have that. I have the receipts and everything like that to prove it. I had Aaron's intake elbow fab me this intake elbow. Good work. Good, easy guy to work with. Go through a little bit more on here. Like I said, it is a custom fuel system that was done for this. It has a ProStar 750 pump. Again, the meth injection. 16-gallon fuel cell. All set up. Battery relocated to the truck. I guess for charging purposes. You know, I had this cool little switch added. You'll see what kind of voltage you're getting back to your battery. Everything's all wired up nice, professionally done by S&L Performance. The interior is still in very good condition. As you see, the car is in very good condition. Have a few minor spots. You know, there's a little dent here. Let's see where else. It's a clean overall car. Not too much wrong with it. You know, this a little brush here needs to buff out. It does need another headlight. The tab on the headlight down here, it broke, so it can't get into position where it needs to right down there, so it's broke. And the little fender right there, it's not bent. The fender's not bent itself. Once you put the headlight in position where it needs to be, it's fine. Of course, you see that the actual headlight is broke. Interior of the GTO, just like your standard everyday GTO, they do have quality interiors because I guess they come from Australia. The vets haven't got it figured out yet. No issues in here within the interior. All the power seats, electronics, they work. Here's another, I guess, G&G Performance. They built this short block. Basically what I took to them, this says they hot tanked the block, bored with the torque plate, decked it, set main bearing clearances, turned the crank. It does have an eagle crank, or not eagle crank, a Lanati crank. It has eagle rods. They resized the rods. They assembled pistons and rods. They balanced the assembly and installed. They built the whole short block. So this is a high quality shop that does good work. Also, that does come with this, before we get too much into the interior, is the VFN hood. As you see, it does have pollen dust on it and everything like that. But if you've got a GTO and you need the room and you want a high quality hood, it's a bolt-on from VFN. Good quality overall hood. Also added in this car is a comp transmission controller program. Because as everyone knows, you can go with the manual valve body on this, and it's not really a street car. Most of the guys would rather put it in drive and go. And that's what this does. we do have your switches down here for your line lock, and one is for your overdrive on your transmission. Just a matter of flipping the switch and flipping it back. I was doing a lot of the wiring in here. A lot of the wiring in here was crazy for the gauges, so I took those out and in the process of rewiring them. But that's that. This is your tuner cable for the transmission program. You just plug it up to your laptop just like you would HP tuners. Tune the settings. Let's see here. Got the keys. We'll start it up here so that you can hear it. Fuel pump is pretty loud, but hey, it is a 6 streetcar. Of course, if you have it on the street, you can just take that off. I do have a error on the fuel gauge. The only thing that it does not read is it won't read fuel pressure, and it won't read coolant temp. Or sorry, fuel level, and it won't read coolant temp. I have no idea why that does not work. It does read an HP tuner, so that tells me that the modules work, and it has been checked with the Tech 2, and they work. So these GTOs, it's wiring based somewhere, that a wire is pinched or something, but I've got some manuals coming in so I can map that out, but that's just a little gist of that. But they do work because they read in HP tuners. So you'll see those errors on here when I start this, and it does have right at 63,000 miles. I haven't pushed it around the shop that much. You hear the fans kick on.